Hey everyone, our church has one mission: love God, love people, share Jesus, and make disciples. We get those 4 statements from the Bible, and they tell us how we as Christians should live. This month we're looking at Share Jesus and how we have a responsibility to tell others about Christ here in Memphis and around the world. Last week we specifically talked about being ready to share the gospel whenever needed. And today I want to share with you a story from one of our other 4th and 5th graders who was prepared when they needed to share the gospel. Several weeks ago, Glennon came and found me and told me about an opportunity he had to tell a friend of his about Christ. And so I wanted you guys to hear from Glennon today. Glennon, so can you tell me what exactly happened?
Well, my friend, he was a good dude. He was real nice. And, well, I wanted to be with him when I died. So I questioned him on this, and he said he wasn't saved yet. So I told him a lot of times on the bus, when we are at lunch, sometimes even at recess. And I didn't want him to go to hell, so I started trying to convince him to ask God to enter his heart.
Okay, awesome. So how long would you say you've been friends?
Well, we've been friends since the 4th grade, which is when we moved here, and that's about all, really.
Okay, and how often do you guys get to hang out? What do y'all like to do together?
Well, in 4th grade, we ate at lunch because we were in the same class. We saw each other at recess, all that. In 5th grade, though, it's been a bit different. We see each other on the bus, but we got placed in different classes, so.
So can you tell me that time when you guys talked on the bus, how did your friend react when you brought up Christ?
Well, he kind of reacted like, well, it's all good. You know, he didn't really care at that time much of it because he didn't think of it as much as I did.
And did you ever, were you ever scared that maybe he would just say no or leave me alone or anything like that?
Leave me alone, I wasn't that bad because he's my friend and I know he wouldn't do that type of thing to me. But I was kind of scared that he'd say no, yes.
So would you say that you guys being friends was very helpful to you being able to tell him about Christ?
I think it would have been helpful because then he won't say like, hey, leave me alone, I don't want to talk about this, things like that, because I'm his friend and we respect each other and stuff.
Okay, awesome. So what was the end result of y'all's conversations?
Well, he finally, after a lot of convincing, he finally said yes. And I was glad of that.
Awesome. So did you get to pray with him to help him make that decision?
Yes, I did.
Man, that is incredible to get to hear that you led someone into a relationship with Jesus Christ. And you have helped someone step from an eternity in darkness to an eternity in light with Jesus Christ. Now, what's one thing that you would say you've learned through this experience?
Well, I learned don't wait on it, just go and do it.
So don't let anything stop you. If you think that you need to tell someone about Jesus, just go ahead and do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So there may be someone watching this video that they may be a little scared to tell a friend of theirs about Jesus. Is there something that you would want to tell them to encourage them?
I'd say that you should just go do it and a little something here. Just have 1 minute of courage. That's all it takes, really. 1 minute of courage to just bring up that subject.
So 1 minute of courage.
Yeah.
You hear that, folks? 1 minute of courage just to start that conversation. Because often it's that first question, it's that first sentence that's the toughest thing to do. So if you can have that 1 minute of courage, man, you can get into that conversation. I like that. Well, Glennon, man, thanks for sharing your story with us. And I hope all of you will think about what Glennon has said today. I want you this week to begin thinking about a friend that you may have that either at school or in your neighborhood that you know is not a Christian. And I want to encourage you to begin praying for your friend and asking the Lord to give you, I love it, that 1 minute of courage to talk with them about who Jesus is and why they need to know it. Remember, you can come and talk with me or one of your leaders if you have any questions on how to do this, or if you're a little scared. That's why we're here, to encourage you. So this week, I'm looking forward to hearing about how God uses you to impact your neighborhood and your school for His glory.